Hello, welcome to my channel. I'd just like to start off by thanking everyone that subscribed and shared this. It does mean a lot to me, as I haven't actually asked anyone to like and subscribe like a lot of people do. It's the videos that go on their own merit as far as I'm concerned, so thank you all very much. Right, today I'm in Combe Valley, and many years ago I was homeless and I lived in this neck of the woods. And I built my own shelter and lived on that. I had a part-time job, so I had a little bit of money coming in. I was in this area for a year, living sort of rough in my own shelter. Like every day I got up and went to do my bit of work, which was in a church hall. I was a caretaker, so I had somewhere to go and get up, get out, get things done, and earn some money, which I did. Later on, after that year, I had more work and got a flat, got accommodation, or whatever I did. I did something to move on, but I still come down here, as you probably see in the videos. Combe Valley it's fantastic. It's so peaceful here. Although you can hear roads, aeroplanes, you can hear people, but where I generally get off the path and go to an area where I had my shelter years ago. It was quite a while ago now. Afterwards, later on, I wrote a manuscript for a book which didn't get published, but I keep coming here. So a book didn't get published because at the time there was a fee of something like £2,000 to publish it. It was, oh, if you were famous, we'd publish it for nothing. Well, sorry about that, you know. But what I want to do is read from my manuscript. I might change a few words along the way. I don't think there's too much swearing in it. But what I want to do is read a bit for each video until we get to the end. You know, it's something like 10,000 words. So I'm only going to do a few hundred at a time possibly. And then hopefully the next one, obviously, it will go through the manuscript as the way it was presented to the publishers. And it was just called Filsham. Not far from here is Filsham reed beds. This is all marshy, wild area. There's snakes. I've seen 2 snakes today. There's been an adder here the other day. I think a vole. I saw a vole. Loads of birds. So it's quite a wild little place, really. If I spin you round, you can see my rucksack over there. So you can see this is out the way. I love it. I just love it. This is social distancing. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to waffle on a bit from my manuscript, and then each time I come out or anywhere I go, I'll take this with me and read a bit more, so you'll get to the end after well, that was in the water. After a few videos, we'll get to the end. So it may take a week or so of, 5-10 minute videos at a time. So the book was going to be called Filsham, although this is Combe Valley. It's all the same to me. I don't care what it's called, really. So I'm going to start waffling on from this. This is how it started. This would be the very first page you get to. God help us. I sat next to an oak sapling in some long grass one day early in the year that was, and it didn't take me long to settle into my thoughts. Also not very long for lots of insects to land and crawl over me for some flesh to munch on. Ah yes, the great outdoors. I love it. This is where my home will be for a while. I'm not too bothered, to put it bluntly. If you want to live out in the open, you'll have to live with insects. Some might bite, some might sting. I don't think they mean you any harm. It's just nature's way to say you're not alone. So I look at it. Not that I get lonely anyway. Well, that's my way of looking at it. Sometimes think we should embrace nature and all it has to offer. Mind you, as I'm an uninvited guest, I will not complain too much. And I am going to live this way and see fit, that's the way I see fit, and try to be happy for a change, as I find it hard to fit in with other people's regimes or the strange ways and hang-ups they have. Not my idea of having anything to do but making life hell for other people. I wish these people would take a holiday. They're having a break for themselves and their mind-numbing lives, as they can't stand it really. The thing I need to get away from them altogether. Mind you, I might have some bad habits of my own, like getting up in the morning and going to work. What a monster I am. Well, dear reader, I don't want you to think I can't stand all people, as life wouldn't be much use without each other. It's just that push or shove thing. Why do most of us wait for the shove when we know it's on the books? We could have gone on the push if we gave it some thought. I better explain myself a bit better before you wander off and find another book to read. Having lived at my sister's place for a while, which was okay at first, don't get me wrong, but it was not for me. Being up boozing all night is not for me all the time. You know what it's like when you have to get up and go to work and you like to keep your job. So one day I bought a second-hand estate car which was cheap, and when my sister was out, I put all my belongings in it and slept in it here and there for a while. It seemed okay at the time, but having a car full of stuff on display to the world is not a good idea. Finding different places to park at night is another hassle as well, as you don't get much sleep when you have to sleep with one eye open all night. Now, a part-time job I had as a caretaker for a church hall which was next to the church in St Leonard's on Sea. In the hall was a large cupboard for cleaning materials, and in this cupboard I put most of my belongings to keep them safe. I only had a few things in the car that I would need at night, like a sleeping bag, small gas stove to make a drink at night or in the morning. This setup was good for a couple of months until the car had problems which I could not afford to put right. I had to do some thinking. I scrapped the car and got about £40 for it and went back to the church hall, put some of my things in a rucksack, went out of town and into the countryside to a place I know as Filsham. So that is the first bit of my book which I'm reading out, a bit like Jack and Ori, I suppose. But you get the gist of it. You know, sometimes you just think, oh, I can't do this anymore, and you have to do something. So I did something and there I went. So I will read the next bit of this on another video very soon. It won't be too long. So thank you all very much for your attention. All the subscribers, thank you. And thank you for the shares as well. It does mean a lot to me. I very appreciate it. I'll come back to the next video and hopefully I'll be reading out some more of this and it will make more sense. Thank you. Bye for now.